Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, TGIF, and all that good stuff. I'm super excited that it's Friday. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Georgia, although it's going to be hot as Hades here. But got myself a new driveway. Pretty stoked about that. Had I was kind of hoping, it started clouding up late yesterday afternoon, and I thought, well, maybe we'll get one of those summertime gully washers, as I call them, and get to see how that thing does. But we got a little bit of rain. It wasn't really a hard rain, but it was enough for me to tell because I was like a kid standing out at the edge of the driveway or out at the edge of the garage, watching the rain and seeing which way the water flowed. And it all flowed exactly where they planned it to flow. So really excited now about having that all fixed. And yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. Hope yours will be too. Let's see who we've got over here. Oh man, a whole bunch of folks over here. Let's see. We got Big D's in the house. Let's see what he's got to say this morning. 76, now 82, with much needed rain in beautiful little town, Brooklyn, Michigan. All righty, Big D. Good to see you here. Oh, and he liked the concrete show. I can't. I think more people watch that than there was to watch the earlier one. So, guess I'll have to have you know construction stuff done around my house and just do show that. I might get better ratings. Uh, Larry Galt's here. How you doing, Larry? He says TGIF, and I would agree with that. Troy Pritchard, happy Friday to you, sir. Earl Walker's here. 75 going to 86. Good morning, Earl. LB Sharp's here. Good morning. How you doing? Mark Lindsay CNC is in the house. 61. Looking forward to a high of 93. Man. Yeah, you may need that pool today. For sure. Let's see here. Steve Gronsky's in the house. He also approved of the concrete show. 96 degrees. Yeah, that's toasty. I'm telling you. Michael Bell's here. 77, headed for 97. Yeah, it's hot everywhere, isn't it? It's pretty hot. There's Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you this morning. There's Janet over on Facebook. Good to see you, Janet. Happy Friday to you. Bob Sims from across the pond. How's the concrete? Well, it's doing just excellent. Just excellent. It looking good out there. I'm really happy. I couldn't be happier with it, really. George Rothfuss watching this morning. How are you, George? There's Bill Hoffman. How you doing, Bill? Good to see you this morning. Jesse from JJ Woodshop. How you doing, Jesse? Paul Stewart. How you doing, Paul? Old Doc Whitaker's in the house. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Doug Sis says, good morning from Hoosier Land. Hot and muggy. Cut the air with a knife. Yeah, buddy. That's all right, though. You've been there for like forever, so you ought to be used to it. Clyde LeBonnie's in the house this morning. How you doing, Clyde? Got your photo of your Z-Box thing you were working on. Looking good. Let us all know when you get a new roof. That'll be next. My roof is really needs to be replaced. And that'll be probably the next really big thing that I do. But I got a ton of little things I need to do. So, but I'm not going to be making coffee sessions out of them. I just get out there and do them. Some of them. Good morning, Dave, friends. Hotter and hotter today and this weekend, 90 plus, and humidity out the. Yeah, yeah, buddy. Bart Bixel's in the house. Big B is in the house, he says. TGIF. Thumbs up on the concrete show and thumbs up on this session as well. Thank you, sir. Doug says, I'm thinking we may start a YouTube show with the kids when school starts back. Yours was such a hit. I think you should too. I think you should. That, they would really enjoy that, I'm sure. Earl says the concrete looks great. Yeah. I can give you a view of it if you want to see how it looks today, because y'all didn't really get to see it. Of course, it's lightened up a lot. Just let's see. Did you and the dogs put paw prints in the new concrete? No, we did not. Well, let me just pull up the thing here and I'll show you. Let's just do the thing here. Put this over here. This over here. Okay. Do this, then this. Okay, so here, and I'll even make it big here. This is how it is looking this morning. Now you'll notice that I've got this weird looking thing going around in my front yard, that PVC pipe and stuff. That is because, before the old concrete, there was a big hole, like a low spot right here. So all the water would run towards the foundation. So I kind of jury rigged this contraption. It went around and in front of the house and up under the front porch and kicked out the other side. I was trying anything I could do to keep the water, or at least the main water, off of that roof, going somewhere else besides right there at the foundation. So when they got ready to leave, he grabbed that stuff and he goes, I'm going to stick this on there for now, because if we get a gully washer tonight, he goes, I don't want leaving that downspout just open right there and it pounding a hole, messing up that fresh concrete. So I will be taking that down and adding I'm going to replace this whole downspout and put a thing, because I don't think you can really see it good from this picture, but right where they put that joint, the water comes and runs. It's like they've got just a slight gully and it's real low. I need to tilt my camera down a little bit because you can't see it, but right in here is, a little bit farther down here. That's the lowest spot, and it all runs and goes around the house the other way. And we got a little bit of rain last night so that I could walk out there and see. But yeah, you can see that I've got my sawhorses set up there. That's to make sure I don't have a brain fart and back down on it. And also in case the Amazon driver comes when I happen to be gone for a minute or something, so they don't pull on up in there, because they do sometimes. They'll pull all the way up to where my truck is. So he said try to stay off of it with vehicles until Monday, but it's okay to walk on and stuff. It's already pretty hard. So no paw prints, no hand prints, none of that nonsense. Just good old concrete curing. So let's see if I did that right. Yeah. All right, let me move this back over here. So let's see. I missed comments here. Let's see. That was the one I was answering. I'm not sure what that is, but welcome to the coffee sessions, and I hope that's not something that I shouldn't be posting because I don't know what it says. Anybody know what that says? Morning from the road says my solar guy. Well, Hardy's drive-through line, anyways. Yeah, that's close enough to being on the road. George says he liked watching the driveway project. Yeah, I did too. It was fun sitting here in the AC watching those guys. I stood out there with them for probably the last couple of hours as they were uh, finishing up and pulling the forms off and all that stuff. And let's see, Doug, you're out there. I am. I started working. I've got day one of the video pulled off the DVR thing, and I've got it in movie editing software. And so day one is ready to make, and then I got most of day two done last night, but I'm going to probably finish that up tonight. And then when I get it to where it's in a format that I can get it to you on my, what we say, Dropbox or something, I'll let you know, and feel free to get it and do whatever you want with it. Let's see, what else do we see here? Clyde, thank you for the compliment there. Let's see, Johnny's in the house on Facebook. How you doing? Good to see you, Johnny. Mark says, I didn't get my fence post set yesterday. I recorded, edited, and posted this weekend's video. Instead, I needed a break. You mean you're not recording the fence post project? You know, we found out yesterday people will watch anything. It's crazy. Crazy. Let's see. Clyde says 1998 engraved in my driveway. Yeah. I didn't feel the need to put anything in my driveway, any kind of thing, because I've got it all on video, so I can remember it. You know, when I want to think back about the good times when my driveway was poured, I can just pull up that time lapse and go, yeah, those were the days right there. Ray says, pour tomorrow for fun. Yeah. I don't really pour. My idea of pouring concrete, Ray, is much easier than those guys. My idea of pouring is like digging a hole and getting a bag of Quikrete, cutting the top off, dumping the bag of Quikrete in there, and then get the hose and put a little water, mix it up. That's about the extent of my concrete abilities, and that's all that I want them to be, is that kind of stuff. Yeah. Mark's fence post video will challenge my watching grass grow and paint drying videos. Yeah. Yeah, not him, I guess. Yeah, Quikrete is about the only kind of stuff I do. And don't do much of that. But so what's this? Somebody clue me on. I know we got a lot of Indiana folks here. We've got at least 5 or 6 Indiana folks in here in the chat this morning. What's the deal with the Big Ten? What's going on? I saw something and I'm not even sure I heard it right. Bill says, did they get back in time to prevent a cold joint? Well, I don't know how much time has to pass before it's considered a cold joint, but the other truck got here really quick, within probably 20 minutes after that first one left. So But yeah, I think it'll be fine. Let's see. Many will benefit from the video. Okay, well, good. I hope they do. I think it's. I got to tell you, those guys to me. Uh, and I was telling Robbie this yesterday when they were, about to wrap up. Those guys to me were like craftsmen, because there's no way I would have wanted to do that work. My back wouldn't have taken it. I would, if I'd have done even a couple hours of it that first day, some of that stuff they were doing, I wouldn't have been able to get out of bed yesterday. That's, and I know that, but those guys, they're just, I mean, you can tell all of them had been doing that a long time, and they were so meticulous. I actually thought there for a while, I thought, man, they're never going to leave because they just kept picking at stuff. They'd load up stuff, and then I go, okay, well, they're getting ready to go. And they'd walk around, and then somebody'd see something, and then the next thing you know, they're going back to the truck, getting something, going back, and oh, we got to touch this up. It's not perfect. So I was just super impressed with those guys. But yeah, have a lot of it, about 16 hours, I guess, total if you watch it real speed of video. And day one condensed down to about, I forget what it was, 7 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes, I think, when I did it 64 times. So day two is going to be about the same. But yeah, it's really fun because I was watching it as I was putting it together. And when you speed it up like that, and it's like, there's an old crappy driveway, and then a minute later, there's dirt. And then a little bit later, there's new concrete going. So yeah. Yeah, Ray's been doing it a long time. That's because you're so dang old, Ray. You've been doing everything a long time. I'm just kidding, Ray. He's probably about the same age I am because we went to school together. Okay, for those of you who don't know. All right, let's find out. Did anybody tell me anything about the? Let me back up here. Let me back up here. Bart says we live vicariously through you. That's why we watch anything you post. Well, I don't quite know what to say to that. I guess I'm sorry that you don't have a life. I know I don't have a life, but I thought most everybody else did. All right, Doug says only conference play, no out of conference schedule. Okay, and what was their reasoning for that? Is it? I didn't. I guess I'm sure I'll hear about it if I decide to watch any news. I'm trying to take a break from the news here lately. They're, I don't even want to get started talking about this on a Friday because I'm in a good mood on Friday. I don't want to bring everybody down, but man, it's like, let's crank up the heat and start all that doom and gloom stuff again. Stay in your house. Keep the doors locked and windows closed. Major cooties floating around. All right, whatever. Stay out of my way. I got work to do. Stay in your house and stay out of my way. That's all I can tell. Mark says the concrete session was good. I love watching other people do jobs I don't want to do. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. That was just so much fun to watch from the comfort of my office with AC and TV and all that stuff. There's my telemark. Can you hear my phone ringing? I guarantee you that's a telemarker. Nobody ever calls me. Probably a telemarker. Big Tim is limiting his schedule. Conference teams only. Okay. I just don't know about some of this stuff. Um, I just don't know. I don't know what to say. Just so tired of a lot of it. Uh, I can't believe that just so quickly common sense has gone right out the window. There wasn't a whole lot of it to go around anyway, but what little was left is quickly quickly disappearing. Uh, Michael Bell says, J Fabrications, you must be around Dallas, Texas. Well, I'll let him speak for himself, and he did. He's in Goodyear, Arizona. That dry heat, yeah. I think the Ivy League canceled at least all football games. Who cares? Anybody care about Ivy League? I don't. Limited crowd size. All right. That figures, I guess. Yeah, Janet sums it up pretty good. Pride in a job well done can be a rare commodity these days. Yeah, you're right. And I tell you, the guy just continues to impress me because we were talking, and we were sitting on a little bench I got out there, and um, he's watching the guys finish up, put the tools up and stuff, and they're getting ready to go. And I thought, okay, well, I'm getting ready to settle up with the guy. And he's like, all right, Dave, there you go. I'll see you sometime next week. And I'm like, he don't even want his money until he knows I'm happy with that. And I've already told him a half dozen times. I said, man, this stuff just looks awesome. And I love it. But yeah, so he'll come back sometime next week and we'll settle up and it'll be a done deal. But I just could not be happier with that. And that's good when you hire somebody. And he, like I said, he was kind of referred to me from my old buddy Jim. Jim has a lot of work like that done, stuff that he doesn't want to do because he's got a bad back too. So he told me, he said, yeah, when you get ready to have that done, let me know and I'll tell you who my concrete guy is. So I'm so happy that I used him. He did a great job. Let's see. Clyde says they knew they were on video. Well, they did know they were on a security camera. They had no. I'm sure they had no idea that they were broadcast on Facebook and YouTube yesterday, because I never did mention it. But I didn't want them hamming it up for the camera, and I wanted to catch them just like it was there. So concrete's drying fast, Jeff. It's the guy recommended that I not drive my truck. I got a big truck. It's about 8,800 pounds or something like that. So he recommended no cars or my truck on it until Monday if I could do it, and that's not a problem. I've got it blocked off where the UPS and Amazon and all them will stay off of it. So yeah, that's probably right. That's probably what that phone call was. Trying to reach me about my. And I have to laugh because they have no idea how old my vehicles are. The warranty's been, long gone on those suckers. So, hey, look who snuck in here on the Facebooks. Hey, Zach, how you doing, buddy? Are you at? It's Friday. You're probably either at or on your way to one of those crazy rock climbing thingies with your 4-wheel contraption. Let's see. Jerry Brown's here. Do I care about any sports? Can't see it from my shop. Yep. Yeah. It's hard to find contractors that take pride in their workmanship anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Seed or sod? I don't know who that question's for. If it's for me, I'll be throwing some seed out there. If you were talking to somebody else, then excuse me. J Fabrication says, I have no pool to cool down in, so I will have to use beverages and fans. Yeah. Did he tell you to water it or did he seal it? No, he did not tell me to water it. Although, we've got rain off and on pretty much every day. Little showers here and there, so that may be why he didn't say anything about watering it. The only thing he told me was, he said, don't put your truck on it until Sunday, or if you can, Monday. And I'm like, yeah, it's no problem. Whatever you say, I'll leave them off of there because I want it to do right. But Clyde says, I would let it set even longer, Dave, just to be sure it's fully cured. Well, I got to take the advice of the guy. I mean, he's the one putting the mix down and knows what he's putting down. And he does that every day. So I would think his recommendations would be what I need to follow. He's heading to Red Top today, but only camping. Well, it's not really camping. It's more like glamping the way you do it, Zach. I've seen that setup you got. I've seen it. Unless you're going in a teardrop, and I don't think so. I bet you're taking that big old motor home. That's what I'm betting. Well, it's almost time. I got about a minute and a half or so left. Got a pretty good little crowd in here. Let's see what we got. 23 on YouTube, 12 on Facebook. And y'all probably just came to ask about the concrete. I'm betting. I see water slows the dry and keeps it from curing and cracking in hot heat. Well, maybe I'll go out there and throw a little water on it. I'm surprised if, he didn't tell me to do that, though. And again, I'm only guessing because we didn't talk about it, but I'm guessing he knows that from the forecast for the next few days, it's going to get wet. It got wet last night. Had a good shower on it, so I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to start moseying out of here. I hope you all have a good Friday. Thanks for tuning in today, and thanks for tuning in yesterday for the little concrete thing we did. Mark, you gonna do a live out there so we can 10 fence posts to level and plumb. Then I get to play with concrete. There we go. Hey, concrete's in now. Haven't you heard? That's the end thing. So you need to do a live while you're out there getting the swamp butt. So, okay, Ray says most. Where'd it go? Most don't. It's extra tree. Okay. Who knows? I may throw a little water on it just so I can watch the water run the right way. That'll be the fun thing. But yeah, really happy with it. All right, guys, I am going to get on out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. For those of you who are of the CNC persuasion, We'll be back doing the CNC with Dave show tomorrow night, and we'll be discussing Mach 3. So if you're a seasoned Mach 3 user and would like to participate on the panel and share your wealth of knowledge, let me know, because there's room on the panel. StreamYard done a thing where now you can put like 10 people on here. It used to be a max of 6. Now you can do 10. So anywho, if you want to come on, let me know. Plenty of room. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Everybody have a fantastic weekend, and we will see y'all on Monday.